Are you Team Jake or are you Team Deji? Let me know in the comment section down below.
Resurrecting secular sinners for any sinner with a sympathetic, simile, and apathetic.
In just over a week, the biggest boxing match ever scheduled between four major media stars will take place. On the 25th of August 2018 at the Manchester Arena in the UK, Team 10 gang leader Jake Paul will face off against Deji, aka Comedy Shorts Gamer, while their respective brothers Logan Paul and KSI sock it to one another in the main event. Hello and welcome back to Life's Biggest Questions, the channel that honestly will answer any question the internet asks loud enough. I'm your host Rebecca Felgate, and today I'm asking, what if Deji beats Jake Paul? Before we get into this video, I want to ask you guys if you'll be watching the match and whether or not you think it's a fix. Are you Team Jake or are you Team Deji? Let me know in the comment section down below. Also, while you're down there, why don't you hit that thumbs up to show your appreciation for the video. Also, if you want to check out the creative team behind this video, there are all sorts of links in the description box, including one to my Instagram if you want a face reveal. You may not know this, but me and Deji, or Cody as I once called him, go way back. Way back to January 2018 when I accidentally got his name wrong in a last minute Most Amazing Top 10 video. So I guess if he won, I would need to eat my comedy shorts. Before we get into some physical stats, let's have a look at YouTube stats and see if Deji could at least beat Jake in a popularity contest. So Deji is a British YouTuber known as Comedy Shorts Gamer, and he has around 9.5 million subscribers, whereas Jake Paul has over 16 million. On Instagram, Jake has a following of 11.3 million and Deji has just 2.2 mil. Jake may be more popular, but the fight has already boosted Deji's profile, and as we know, it's not always necessarily the most popular person who wins. The pair have been exchanging fight talk on Twitter and Instagram, as well as their own YouTube channels for weeks now, and I have to say that Deji's fight talk is my favourite. I respect it just a little bit more, and he hasn't come out of any cringy music videos, so I think we can all thank the Lord for that. Obviously we can't read out some of the exchanges because of the many profanities, but if words could punch, I think Deji would be making Jake Paul his Twitch. If Deji does win, I imagine that he would celebrate his success heartily on social media. Those Jake Paul briefs he's been sporting would be out in force, and heck, maybe even Jake would need to take a social media hiatus to deal with the shame, although I doubt it. If Deji wins, he will have to overcome some pretty key height and weight discrepancies. Jake Paul is widely reported to be 5'11", weighing in at 80 kilos, so around 176 pounds. Deji is reported to be 170 pounds, so 77 kilos, and just 5'8". Jake Paul seems to think that the discrepancy in their physiques is even bigger. He tweeted that Deji is 5 inches shorter and much lighter, 15 pounds lighter. Perhaps Paul has been beefing up ahead of the game. With enough training, anything is possible, but to win, Deji probably needs more time on his hands. Jake Paul has trained for longer and has an athletic background, whereas Deji simply doesn't. Although the rumour going around has it that Deji's trainer Vidal also dropped him, which is another blow to the British YouTuber. Maybe being the underdog will spur him on, however. Like Ninja said, let that fuel you. If Deji does win, then there will be some people that will feel really silly, and Deji will gloat hard. The Jake Paulers and Team 10 will be burned, and so will some of Deji's non-believer friends. Ultimately though, I think that Deji might well be a more gracious victor than Jake Paul. Just a hunch. Maybe not though. But maybe Jake Paul's latest attempt at music, Champion, will be used to mock him for, well, ever. I have actually heard that the whole thing is a fix, and that Jake is scheduled to beat Deji, and that KSI is scheduled to beat Logan. A credible source tells me that KSI is looking to launch a boxing career and that Logan Paul is looking for some sympathy, but honestly, who knows? If Deji does win, perhaps it will prove the whole thing was legit all along. Honestly, sorry Deji, I actually hope that Jake Paul does win, as maybe it will mean that he'll focus his energy on becoming a quality fighter and that he will leave music alone. Please Jake, please, leave music alone. Although just a side note from your fight talk, don't talk about credibility if you don't know the difference between you are and your. Literacy, much more important in this day and age than who can throw a punch. So guys, who do you think will win, Deji or Jake Paul? Let me know in the comments section down below. I'm sure it will make for a most interesting read. Also, while you're down there, why don't you hit that thumbs up button and stay subscribed for more big answers. Thank you guys for tuning into this video. I'm your host Rebecca Felgate. For all my sins, I will be watching on the 25th of August, but I will also catch you in the next video. Until then, stay curious, stay alert, and never ever stop questioning.